And that's when I realized this homegirl is touching herself and the bed is just shaking feverishly. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome to my channel. If you're here for the first time, hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss out on any of the videos I post. My name is Monique, but you can call me Mon because we're friends and all my friends do. So we're coming to you from my bedroom. It's fitting and you'll see why in a second. I was recently reminded of a story that I have, and I think it's a good story, so I want to share it with you. The thing that reminded me of the story is there was an article published on Vice about this woman in China who was caught masturbating in IKEA. And yeah, apparently she moved around the store and in separate different areas and on different furniture, she touched herself. She got down and jiggy, did the fun stuff, flipped the bean, got cozy with the posy. I just made that one up. But anyway, I actually wonder what all the possible names are. I'm seriously curious now, what are other names for touching yourself? The thing with the word masturbating is I'm pretty sure that is the most biological term. Vagina and penis, those are biological terms. So they're kind of more okay to say. Maybe. I don't know. I can say them on the radio, so I'm assuming. All right, here are some. Poaching the egg. Shaking hands with the milkman. These are for men and women. Marching the penguin. Polishing the banister. Petting the cat. Boxing the one-eyed chap. Celebrating Palm Sunday. These are wild. Finding Nemo.
Nemo, no! Finding Nemo.
Hopefully you found him. Downstairs DJ. Scratching Yoda behind the ears. That has just changed Star Wars for me forever. Those were beautiful names. Absolutely brilliant. Well, why this triggered me is because I actually lived with someone who, I'm no psychologist, but I would definitely say was a chronic masturbator. She loved to tickle her pickle as much as possible. And before I get into what happened, I do want to give a quick disclaimer. I in no way, not even the littlest way, think there is anything wrong with touching yourself. Straight up, I think there is nothing wrong with masturbating. I don't. I think it's healthy. I think it's important, for many different reasons. I mean, one, release. Two, pleasure, which aka is the release. Also, you get to know yourself. As a little girl, I was taught it's not taboo. We should talk about it. We should normalize masturbating. So I in no way think there's anything wrong with that. Nope, no. Proud masturbator over here. I mean, if we're going with it, we're going with it, But I have a story. So where it was taken too far. And I want to share it with you. I think you're going to enjoy the story. So basically what had happened is I moved into Rays when I was in university. So it was about 4 years ago. Dorm rooms, I guess you could call it, in college. I moved into the dorm rooms and I was placed with a girl who was a year older than me. And I mean, I moved into the dorm rooms 6 months into my first year of college or varsity. So I came in randomly. I just got a random roommate and she was really cool. I liked her. We got along. We smoked hubbly together. We went out together every now and again. But something we both love to do is lie in the room and touch ourselves. No, I'm joking. We would both lie in our separate bunk beds or just beds, and we would watch series. I was going through a bit of a depression. She was in her 3rd year and finishing off, so she was lazy and just over varsity. So we were always in the bedroom. And the layout of it is my bed was here and her bed was here, and in between our beds was a fridge. So I could never see her face, unless I looked past the fridge and I was like, hey, oh, hey, kind of thing. And it was one day that I was lying in my bed and I turned to take a nap and I was facing the wall and I noticed this deep breathing. Now, as someone who's got allergies, breathing problems are a thing, so I don't think anything of it. But I noticed this constant deep breathing, and eventually I look to my roommate over there. One room, just want to make that very clear, one room. And I noticed that she's lying down and her legs are kind of like, I just see her legs like this, under the blanket, and I can see the shape. And I just see this movement. I know I'm giving you a whole play-by-play. I see this movement in that specific area. And I'm like, holy fucking shit. Like, this chick is, she's getting on with it right now. She is solidly hands in her pants doing it. I didn't know what to do. So I just kind of like moved a little bit, and then it kind of stopped, and then it kind of went on, and I just left it. I was like, okay, well, I guess, she needed to get it out. Again, mon for the masturbating. I support the message. I was like, okay, girl, I'm not gonna hate on you. But I started to notice that it got progressively more often. And I think that's where I started to draw the line. I could think of, there were many cases where it happened during the day, again, when she thought I was napping, and I always noticed her phone in her hand, looked like she was reading something, and I let it be. And then the one night, she went out for a bit of a jol, keier, partakey, and I stayed in. And I remember waking up, it was about 3 a.m. because I checked my phone, and I got woken up by this sound. So here I'm almost borderline expecting her to be in bed with a guy or a girl, whatever, having sex. And I look, and homegirl's alone. And I start to the light, I'm like, okay, let me try to get acclimatized to the darkness. And I oath her bed, because it was wooden, was hitting against the wall. And that's when I realized this homegirl is touching herself, and the bed is just shaking feverishly. It's just shaking. And look, that might have been a bit of an assumption, but I lay there for long enough, and I listened to her breathing for long enough to realize what had been happening. And honest mistake. Not mistake, but she came home 3 a.m. drunk from the jaw, felt like touching herself. So she did, not thinking I would wake up. I did wake up. I went to the bathroom, and while I'm peeing, I'm just getting angry. I'm getting angry because I'm like, you know what? It's one thing to do it while I'm in the bedroom, but it's another thing to wake me up. So I went back, and I needed to get a tampon. So I grabbed my tampon, and as I'm leaving the bedroom, I turned to her and I'm like, I know what you're doing, and it's disgusting. And I slam the door and I go out. Come back in, go to bed. The next day, we don't speak about it, nothing. She flat out avoids me. And over time, I noticed it would continue in the evening when I would again lie there during the day. Same thing, same little signs, legs and sound, movement, phone in hand. And I would know. And I think breaking point came, it was a couple days before we were moving out and getting new roommates. She was leaving the hostel, so it was all good. But I noticed that she ate one of my cupcakes. And it was at that point, don't touch my cupcakes, that I got really angry with her. And I then sent her a WhatsApp. I know I chickened out of that one. And I basically just said, yo girl, don't eat my cupcakes, A. And B, you should go see someone because you're a chronic masturbator. Not my finest moment. But yeah, that was solidly something I lived with for about 3 months. And to this day, I'm so sure that's what she was doing. But I'm still blown away by the fact that you would do that with another person in the bedroom more than once or twice. I'm sure we've all at least once done it with someone else in the bedroom. But so constantly, I don't know, am I crazy? Would you have gone to the bathroom maybe? How does one navigate this when you have a roommate? Do you wait for them to not be there? That's an option. Do you do it in the bathroom? That's an option. Do you not do it at all? I don't want to make that an option, but it is an option. Yeah, I ran into her once or twice when we moved out, and I swear that girl could never look me in the eye. And that to me was proof. That was proof, if ever, that I was right. So yeah, that's my story. But I would love to know from you, have you ever experienced anything like this? Or on the other hand, Have you ever been caught, you know, playing the little fiddle, the fiddle, and someone was in the room, they came into the room, whatever it is. Look, again, no shame in the name of the game. We all got needs. We've all got hormones, like, go for it, you know, full steam ahead. But hashtag respect, you know what I'm saying? Let me know down below in the comments. Share your stories with me. I would love to hear. Also, to that girl, if you are watching this, I am really sorry I was so mean about it. But seriously, hope you sorted it out. See you guys next week.